Hi, friends. Welcome. I'm Wendy Irene. Thank you so much for joining me. I am sending you so much love and light here energetically. To be honest, a lot of times lately, I have struggled myself with thinking just throughout the day, what should I say? What can I say to you? What would be actually helpful? Because so many things seem so unimportant compared to what's going on in the world. Even at work, sometimes I've struggled with thinking that this just seems so unimportant compared to what is going on in the world. And the reason I decided to make this video is because I've really looked to some of the spiritual teachers that I look up to regain that sense of calmness, that inner groundedness. Listening to them speak even about horrible things that are happening right now has actually helped me. It has soothed me in a way. It has reminded me of who I am. And so that's why I decided to do this video for you today. One of the things that I've been really asking myself is, what is it that we can do in actions to help shift the energy? This may be a time period of change that feels like it's spiraling to a lot of people. It can feel like this downward spiral. But what we can do is use our energy to positively impact the place that you live and in the world as a whole, because we are all connected, because it is all one living, breathing system. So being around one person that is calm and their energy feels loving definitely influences us. So that's why it helps me to listen to some of the spiritual teachers I look up to. But what we can do in our everyday lives when we're not sure what to do or what actions we'll be called to do is to remember that what we do in our meditation, that sharing of light, that powerful, beautiful God energy that we connect with, that we share, that we direct from our hearts to different places and different people, is so important. But what is also extremely important is the time that we're not in our meditation, the time that we're not in prayer, all of the in-between time. How can we be that living, breathing example of that in between meditations? You can make sure that people are safe in their everyday life. When you're getting on the highway, you can make sure that you're allowing people to get in safely. You can make sure that you're making space for the people that you work with to feel heard, to feel like they matter, that their life is really just as important as your own. Throughout your day, how can you be that living example of loving energy, not just in our meditation? So, and I'm guilty of it of myself. If I'm too stressed out or tired, I will act crabby. I won't be as loving as I could be. So how is it that we can work on that on an individual level, especially the times in between when we're meditating? How can we help keep others safe? How can we help others feel seen and heard? How can we disconnect from negativity or disconnect from drama? If there are certain situations that don't feel right for you or certain people that don't feel right for you, how can you disconnect from that drama or that negativity so that you can remain in that energy that you are in your meditation as much as possible? So I know for myself that is something that I feel like we can all do to help positively impact things energetically. I am very much a believer in energy work, and so this is really a time to do that. I mean, I do think that sometimes there are actions that we'll be called to, that we'll get clarity that there's certain actions that we should be doing or ways that we can be helping. But whenever you don't know, you can always influence things with your energy. Always. It influences the whole, because you are a vital piece of the whole. So that's one thing that I just really wanted to say to you here, is to remember that that is something that you can do within yourself, that you can influence the whole with your energy, but not just in meditation, the in between, throughout the day. And although it can be really frustrating, it can be extremely frustrating to feel like, what are the right answers? What is the right thing to do? Sometimes it can seem unclear. That's where I really want you to connect even more with your intuition. And I'm especially getting this message because we hear about all the propaganda that's going out, right? Lies that are being spread, and how much the information war is also happening. But when you look at any government in the world, we have yet to see a perfect government. We have yet to see a perfect, there may have been some, there have been probably some individuals that have connected so deeply with the light that they are so incredibly conscious, but most of us have work to do. Most of our governments have work to do. So with the information you're getting and that you're receiving or that you're hearing, I want you to remember that it is incredibly important to connect with your intuition and trust yourself. So when you hear something, does it feel like truth? Ask yourself this. Does this feel like truth? Do I feel like I'm being given truth here? If something feels off, trust it so that you can make your own intuitive calls about what truth feels like, what the loving answer is within yourself. It's so important that we all have that ability, because we don't have the ability to control all the information that's going out there. And I'm not just talking about with war, I'm just in general, the coronavirus, so many things like where this information is all thrown at us. But do we check in with ourselves? Do we check in with how it makes us feel in our intuition? Does this feel like honest truth? Does it feel like does it feel off? I want you to always be asking yourself that, and I want you to trust yourself in those answers. And the same thing with people. They say that, like, even just keeping yourself safe. It's like, if you intuitively feel something about someone, if you feel like it's not healthy for you, listen to that, okay? Listen to that. I think what we all really want is a peaceful world, a beautiful world where everyone has what they need and feels free to be who they are. So in helping encourage that energetically, trust your intuition about what information you're getting, whether it's from your own government, whether it's from another government. Trust yourself. Trust that inner knowing within you, okay? Because that is incredibly important. So everything that you can do to foster that connecting and hearing that truth within your heart, not in the head, because the head will go back and forth and will have a million things and a million yeah buts for everything that's said. There is a million, your mind can go back and forth a million different ways. So connecting with your heart, really feeling what feels right, really feeling what intuitively feels like truth is important in this world. And I wanted to spread that message to you. And I know that if you're here, it's mainly because you want to live in the energy of love and you don't want to live in the energy of fear. So I want to just say that I am really grateful. I'm really grateful for your energy. I'm really grateful for the caring hearts that I feel that are here. And I am wishing you so many blessings, and I am wishing the world so many blessings. Have a beautiful day. If you want to see more of my work, you can get the links below. Bye, friends.